I think we were starting to feel a little dated here. We've been here over 25 years, and it's the longest place we've ever lived in a house. And we weren't really thinking about moving or anything like that, but we just felt we were ready for a change. And this has really changed it. It's a whole new home.
We had a deck, but it was not really functional. It was much smaller. It's very, very windy in this area, so it was really difficult to grill or eat on our old deck.
Or even enjoy it. It's very windy out here most of the time. I should have a big wind turbine here. It would have worked. It was an okay deck. It was very hot in the morning and the early afternoon, but it was always windy. Now we have breakfast out here almost every morning.
It's become our favorite spot to sit down and enjoy.
It's become, and it's real nice and peaceful. We're out here in nature without being out in nature.
On our old deck, we couldn't eat out here very often because the wind would blow things away. You know, sometimes it was hard enough, it would be like blowing things over, practically blowing the food off your plate. And it would rain, and you couldn't use it during the rain in a Colorado rainy afternoon, which happens all the time in June. And now we've been out here in rainstorms and snowstorms.
It's really nice out here, and between the 3 heaters, it gets warm in here.
With our old deck, there were times where it was too hot to use during the day, especially in like August, because the sun is rising and it's east facing. But with this, we can leave these open and get a nice airflow. And
turn on the fan, and it's more than
really comfortable.
Make it more than comfortable in here. We knew our old deck was going to need to be replaced, so I did a lot of research on who do I want to do this work, and I settled on Masterpiece. So we called, and Brandon came out and took a look at our beautiful deck and decided that needs to go. And a couple of weeks later, he had this design, and we came in and took a look at it, and we're sold. It was a little more than we expected to spend, but it's worth every penny.
We really honestly had very little understanding of how beautiful this.
It would really turn out. I mean, it was really impressive. Like I said, it's worth every penny. It's so increased the value of our home. When we're ready to sell, this will be one of the things. I mean, the couple, they're going to walk out here and go, we got to have this. This is gorgeous. You know, most homes don't have anything like this.
And the thing is, like, Brandon really listened to like what we wanted.
What we needed.
Like, I really wanted the brick just to tie in to the house and become like part of the house and not different from the design.
To look like it was originally designed on the house.
He just really listened. I was just really impressed. They didn't try to sell us on a preconceived idea that they had.
Told them what we wanted. We wanted a good grill. I wanted a little water that I can use in the summertime, and we wanted a little cooler and a little trash can. Really, the only thing we really hadn't planned on, but we were thinking of, was the fire pit. And then he showed us his fire pits. It was like, well, yeah, we gotta have that.
Oh yeah, but remember, we had been on vacation and saw the fire pit in Vail.
In Vail, at the Vail.
We just had no idea, like, that we could actually
that we could get that. You could get that in your yard,
and not at a resort. You know, like now we have that in our house. So.
And it's gorgeous. I sit out here all the time.
We had a fire pit down here.
Never used it since.
But there's always the smoke and the mess and like the whole thing to clean it up afterwards. And like here, like you walk out and you just turn key and you've got this.
And you got a fire, and in 10 seconds you're warm, and there's no soot, there's no cleanup, there's no neighbors calling and you're smoking my house or anything like that. You're outside without being outside. You can feel a little cool, but other than that, you get the enjoyment of being out here without being outside and in the elements. You know, if I get a little cold, I can just turn on one of the heaters, especially if we're like sitting over here, and we don't have to heat the whole thing. Just one is just fine. It's wonderful. And it was important to get it right the first time, again, which is why I use Masterpiece. I just felt that it wouldn't be an ongoing thing. It would get done fairly quickly. They were ahead of schedule. They were quick. They were on time with everything. If there was any delay, they pretty much overcame it quickly. And again, they finished about a month before we expected them to, so.
Absolutely, very professional, really open communication. I would get an email.
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Every Sunday night or Monday morning.
What was the plan for the week? So I knew exactly what to expect.
What we've done so far.
What times people were going to be here. And it just was very reassuring.
You brought the resort into my backyard, really. What I envisioned at first was the place we went to. We went to Vail and we stayed at the Hyatt up there. And the back of it is just gorgeous. You know, how they do resorts. And I thought we could do a little resorty look in the back of my house. And then Brandon came up with it. And it's gorgeous. It's just, it really is.
It's like renewed the enthusiasm that we had for the house when we first bought it.
When we first bought it, yeah, we were really excited.
Like, we were so excited, and now we're like so excited to have our house be outdated and fresh again. You know, it's been really wonderful. We get to enjoy all of the nature that's here. You know, we see the hawks and the birds and the squirrels and the rabbits and the deer and the raccoons, everything that we see. And we are protected from the elements. They call it outdoor living, but then there's masterpiece outdoor living.
Yeah.
It's like the upgrade outdoor living. You know,
Do you want to live in a tent?
Outdoor, yeah, like there's outdoor living where you're out there and you're struggling in the elements, and then there's like
this is wonderful.
Look at me enjoying the elements, you know, like glamping.
Here, I'll even turn on
it's
let me turn on a heat
glamping.
because I'm getting a little
I don't
chilly.
know. It's really fun.